Hello, it's Adam at 21CW with another podcast, this time about Prince Harry and the royal family. Is it just me, or does it feel like Prince Harry was more popular when he was drunk, dressed up as a Nazi, than he is as a climate change advocate? What does that tell us about society? Just recently, he launched a new project called Royalist. He's going to be working with Booking.com, C-Trip, TripAdvisor, Visa, other big giants. It's unclear what exactly they're going to do. Sounds like they rushed the announcement a little bit to counter a PR disaster, which I'll come on to in a minute. Very few people can bring companies of this size together to the same table. This is a big deal. The travel industry is a humongous trillion-dollar industry. 1 in 10 jobs globally are related to the travel industry. If there is real meaningful change in the travel industry, it could have really positive ramifications for the planet, and it could certainly help us make some considerable progress towards all 17 of the Sustainable Development Goals. But there's no real discussion about that right now. All of the discussion in the British press is about hypocrisy and slamming Prince Harry and his Duchess Meghan. The question really is, why? Since their marriage, the royal couple have been very vocal about climate change. So when last month in August it was announced that 6 out of 10 flights since their marriage had been taken by private jet, they came in for some pretty scathing criticism. It's been all over the media. Let's get something clear. The British public does not care that Prince Harry flies in a private jet. The British public cares that Prince Harry flies in a private jet when also preaching to them about climate change. Prince Harry has said, I've learned that we cannot dismiss the idea of trying to do something just because we can't do everything. But now Prince Harry is a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite, and there's nothing we hate more. Apart from a hypocrite who also claims to do good. We hate that even more. British people care about climate change. There was a YouGov poll of 2,000 British adults. 67% believe our recent heat waves are down to climate change. 71% want to see greater investment in renewable energy. 48% of UK citizens believe that we should be able to take politicians to court for not reaching the Paris climate change agreement levels. I mean, off with their heads. So we care about climate change. What about the royal family? There are many people in the UK who believe that we should be a republic like the US or France, that we should scrap the royal family, that they're too expensive and they're a relic of an old age. The royal family is hereditarian. It symbolizes inequality at birth. I think we live in a society today that we believe and that we hope is meritocratic, that we are all born equal. So I think it reminds us how entrenched class is in British society, and understandably I think a lot of people are uncomfortable with that. I think many people see the royal family as a hangover of colonialism and a legacy of domination and oppression, but that's another story. I also don't think that headlines about refurbishing massive mansions for hundreds of millions of British pounds coming out of the tax coffers doesn't help either. But having said that, you know, if we were to have a referendum tomorrow on whether to keep the royal family, I know I'll try not to say the word referendum too much in this podcast. If we were to have a referendum, I believe we would vote to keep the royal family by a landslide. I think that if anything, just the amount of turbulence and turmoil caused by Brexit, we would just vote for some bloody continuity. You know, the idea of losing the royal family on top of everything else, I think people would truly believe that, you know, the world had turned completely upside down. I personally am indifferent. I'm not a royalist and I'm not a Republican. Fundamentally, I do want to see Prince Harry, Duchess Meghan and the rest of them use all of their power and influence and position to try and make the world a better place. Like, I absolutely applaud anything that Prince Harry can do to make a difference. He does have the power to offset his CO2 emissions considerably by bringing huge companies to the table and demanding change. But I don't think everyone agrees with me. I don't think a lot of people like the fact that Prince Harry is now championing climate change. Whether you're looking at experimental economics or anthropology or social psychology, everywhere it's been investigated, you found this concept of do-gooder derogation. There was a study in 2018 by the University of Guelph that found that where people do good, they are often much more likely to receive punishment, criticism and scorn, especially in competitive environments. People will hate on the really good guys. Why do we behave this way? Berkeley finds that there's anthropological evidence that suggests in hunter-gatherer societies, we would do this to dominant hunters to stop them from dominating the group. To put it simply, we bring people down to stop them looking better than us, to stop us feeling bad about ourselves. And it's what leads us to attack the motives of people who try to protect the environment or to campaign for social change. It's probably what led to the murder of John Lennon and Martin Luther King and others. Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan should lead by example. I think wherever possible, they should fly economy. They should be offsetting their CO2. But I would applaud them going the extra mile and trying to create an impact in an industry that really, really needs it. We really need to pull together and support anyone or any organization who's trying to make a difference in this space and not slam them for making us look bad. We should not abandon our critical faculties. I am going to be keeping an eye on what Royalist does and what they propose. I'm hoping for some big results. I don't think we can afford to deter or dissuade powerful people with tremendous resources from doing good and making a difference. So what do you think about this? Comment below, let me know, and please click like on the video and subscribe. This is a brand new channel. We have a very small audience, so all of your support is much, much welcome. Have a good day.